Hello everybody. So today we're going to be making Buckeyes, which I've been talking about like forever now. So what you're going to do is first melt, depending on how many you want to make, melt a stick of butter and don't melt it on very high. And I think there might be something on this burner because it's kind of smoking up for some reason. But anyways, don't melt it on very high heat because you don't want the butter to cook. You just want it to melt slowly. And this is just one stick of butter, and this will make quite a bit. But if you want, you can do 2 sticks of butter. You can do a half of a stick of butter. And I really honestly don't have a recipe. So, I mean, this may not be the best video because I don't follow a recipe. I just kind of eyeball everything. But what you do is you get the butter all melted, which is happening slowly but surely. And then after that, we're going to add powdered sugar. And I'm using my Pauladine spatula because I love Pauladine. And these are my Pauladine measuring cups, and I thought they were cute, so I got them at Walmart. They look like little mixing bowls. Anyways, so when this is all nice and melted, you're just going to add enough powdered sugar to sort of make it like a dough, I guess. I'm going to turn off the heat. This is completely melted. And I'm just going to start out, just add a little bit and then mix it in. It takes, I think it really honestly just depends on, how the weather is. Oops, I'm getting powdered sugar all over the place. I really think it has to do with the weather because it seems like some days the stuff just does not, it's like you can't get enough powdered sugar in it. At least that's what I've found. I don't know, maybe I should follow a recipe. But anyways, so you just go ahead and mix this in. And I may have put too much. It looks pretty good now. So you just mix it all around. And then we are going to add some peanut butter. And personally, I love Jif peanut butter. But you can use, whatever brand that you want. And I like mine to be kind of peanut buttery. So I'm going to add quite a bit of peanut butter to them. Like I said, I don't follow a recipe, I just sort of eyeball it. And then you just mix this all in. It's very sticky. It's very, very sticky. And after you get the peanut butter mixed in, you're going to want to chill this in your refrigerator for a little bit to cool it down, and it makes it easier to roll into the balls. Alright, so this is mixed well enough, and what I'm going to do is I always transfer mine into a different container just because I think it cools a lot faster. But anyway, so I'm going to do that real quick, and then I will be back and show you how to roll them up. Okay, this has been in the fridge for about 10 minutes, It's not completely cool, but it's cool enough that I can handle it without it like falling apart, I guess. I hope. And I've just lined a cookie sheet with parchment paper, wax paper, whatever you have. And anyways, you get a pinch. And this is going to make quite a bit depending on how big of ones you do. I do probably, I don't know, what, about an inch big. And anyways, you just take a pinch of them. And if you have kids, this is a great thing to do with kids because, you know, they can roll them, and because this is a lot of work, standing here rolling these things. I mean, it really is a lot of work. And, you know, I make these so much throughout and I only make them during, like, the holiday season. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. I don't even know if you could see. But, anyways, I make these so much, like, for friends and stuff. And so hopefully they're appreciated because, I mean, it really is, it's not hard to make them. It's just very time consuming. So, but I like doing it because, you know, people love them. So I'm making these actually for a friend right now. One of my friends, he loves my Buckeyes. So after I get done doing these, I'll probably call, I don't know, he's probably at work, but I don't know, I'll have him come over tomorrow or something and get them. But anyways, so you just gotta roll them. And so I'm gonna go ahead, since I've shown you like 30 of them already, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of these. When these are done, you put them in the refrigerator to chill for probably, I don't know, I'd say about 10 minutes until they're very, no, I would say longer than 10 minutes, maybe 20 to 30 minutes. You could do it overnight. They have to be very firm, and then I'll show you how we dip them. So I will be back in a little bit. Okay, I'm getting ready to melt my chocolate, and I wanted to show you that what we do, this white stuff right here, this is wax. And this is just something, I mean, I don't know if everybody does this or not, but this is something that my grandma always did. And what it is you can get it at your grocery store. And it's wax, and it looks like this. And what I do is I just take a paring knife and sort of just scrape it off. And this, of course, it's safe to eat, very, very safe to eat. And what it does is it sort of helps the chocolate to set up better, and it keeps it, you know, on the Buckeyes a whole lot better than, you know, if you just used regular chocolate. You don't have to do that. I mean, you know, if you think it's kind of gross, you know, if you don't want to do that, then that's perfectly fine. But this is just something that we've always done. And really nobody ever knows it, you know, because you can't, it has no flavor to it at all. And of course it's safe to eat, it's just paraffin. And you don't really need a whole lot. Like this is probably just enough, and it's maybe like that much, like maybe half an inch of the, where I've shaved this down. So anyways, so I'm gonna get my chocolate melted, and then I will be back and show you how to dip them. One thing I forgot to mention is this is my double boiler, and all it is just water underneath, and then you set this on top. You can make your own with like a pan and then a glass bowl. Just make sure that the water does not touch the bottom of the top pan or the bowl, because it'll scorch the chocolate and then it'll be really nasty. But anyways, it melts it pretty nice, and it's starting to melt now. But anyways, this is an actual double boiler that my grandma got me a long time ago. So, and I really like it. I use it, you know, every time I have to melt chocolate. This is just, to me, the easier way to do it. You know, I mean, you could put it in the microwave, but this is, to me, is just a lot easier. And there goes my phone, so I will be back. Okay, before I dip these, I wanted to show you what a real Buckeye looks like. This is a real Buckeye. So this is off of a tree, and you cannot eat these because they're poisonous, from what I've always been told. But anyways, that's a real Buckeye. That's off of a tree that my grandma and grandpa have at their house. And so that's the whole reason why you roll your balls. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and I use a toothpick, and you just poke it in there, and then you're going to take your chocolate and just dip it in like this, and you don't cover the top. You just barely cover. I mean, you can, you know, if you're wanting to make regular ones, then, you know, just go right on ahead and cover the whole top. It's just, you know, whatever. If you want to, you know, if you don't want them to look like Buckeyes, then, you know, just you can cover the whole thing. But since I'm Ohio and these are Buckeyes, this is what we're doing. So anyways, I'll show you once more if you can see. I don't even know if you guys can see this. Just dip them in there and you can roll them around. They don't have to be perfect. Just let the excess run off. And then put them back down on your sheet. And that's all there is to it. So there's the Buckeyes. See you later.